Okay. Welcome back to Lenz Comic Core Classics Less Known Classics. This is episode number 1313 and Doubleshot number 1207. I have technically in the way two Marvel trades. First up it is Carnage Volume 2 World Tour. Collecting Carnage 6 through 10. Yeah, it's been a while since I reviewed the first volume. I think it's been like a good year or two. The reason being, because I didn't think of basically getting the next volume until I decided recently, like, okay, I'll just get the volume just so I can wrap up the series, because I've been hanging the series for quite a while. Of course, these issues written by Jerry Conn and art by Mike Perkins. Yep, and the art is still really good. Yeah, here's a sample of the interior artwork. It is so freaking good. Gotta love it. Now, mostly put for this one, we have sort of in a way gathering together of the supporting characters series, like Eddie Brock, John Jameson, two guys who part of this series have never really interacted before, but here, yeah, they do. And we also get a chance to see the Darkhold in here. Yes, the Darkhold. If you're curious, though, what the heck is a Darkhold, and is it similar to what they use in Age of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Kind of, yes, but the one who uses Age of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a different version of the book. It's supposed to be a book of spells. The way it's depicted in the show is almost like it's based in science more than just magic. Yeah. Here, of course, Jerry Conway himself was the one who created the Darkhold. Yeah, he created it. Yeah, his first appearance was back in, I think it was like Wear It by Night number 2. But here's the strange thing about this book. Every time this book shows up, it always looks different. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's smaller, it changes color. Unknown the reason for this, and the book itself has changed hands multiple times over the years. Like, first Wear It by Night had it, and then Doctor Strange had it for a long time. And now Carnage has it. They do in fact have a mild follow-up of this series in a one-shot. And also, the character of Victoria. Yes, from the Darkhold series from the 90s. Yeah, she's back here too. Yeah, that's the strange thing about this character, because unless you have read the Darkhold from Page of Sin series from the 90s, which Jerry Conn himself wrote, you're like, who the heck is this Victoria Messina? So mostly, but this book is kind of like a globe-trotting thing, trying to find Carnage, and mostly set up for the very end of the series. Which series ended 15 issues anyways. Yeah, though, this series basically, it was surprising how long it lasted for. And who knew that an ongoing series featuring a notorious supervillain in Marvel Comics would actually be a pretty dang good series. I'm going to give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, I'm not talking that much about it, but it's just really good. Thoroughly enjoyable, and basically having, we have John Jameson and Man Wolf again. Alright, next up it is we have Star Wars Epic Collection Legacy Volume 2. Yep, now I discussed part of the issues in here already. This book collected issues 20 to 36 and 41 plus 0.5. Now, one of the stories in here is a 4-part of Victor. You're probably thinking, what the heck is the story of Victor and why is it a 4-parter? Now, if you know this book, it says part 9 of 12. You're like, wait, why wasn't the other issues? Well, there's a reason for this, because this book is one of 3 books. It was part of this big crossover called Victor. It first started off with Knights of the Republic. That's where it started. And it moved over to Dark Times, and then I think it was Rebellion. And then this book pretty much capped the story. It's mostly like a time travel story about a Jedi fighting a plague. That's the simple gist of the story. And in the Star Wars Legacy part of it, it's Kate teaming up with a Jedi, though he also deal with their own stuff in the book, basically deal with the actual, like, the Sith Lords. Yeah. Hidden Temple, this is a 2-part, just advancing Cade's training as a Jedi Knight. Let's see. Loyalties. I think this was covered in Star Wars Legacy Volume 4. Now, the thing with basically Fire and Day and Storms And a lot of the rest of the stuff in here is basically having a big build up toward the end of the series, because there's not much left of the series after this. Because when I finishes reading this book, there is not many issues left. Like 36 and 41, there's like roughly about 13 issues left to go. Yep. So, yeah. But this series continues to be really good. And I know I'm not discussing that much about Star Wars Legacy, but I'll discuss more about it in the next trade review, next Comic Corner. Yep. So, also Cade gets a chance to sleep with more women here, because, well, he can. Yeah, like he sleeps with a female bounty hunter. Like him and Dala apparently become separated at one point. And don't worry, they get reunited toward the end of the series. Don't worry about that. Yeah, it's kind of confusing a bit, but it's still a fun series to read. Yep. Yeah, we had this woman named Nana who's actually Cade's mother. Yeah, she found something here as well, and apparently she is a moth who's sleeping with another guy. And Cade doesn't care. Nope. I mean, his father's been dead for years, so it's perfectly fine for her to do this. Mean she found someone she likes. Fine, whatever. Yep. And the series continues to be awesome. Yep. One thing I love one of the covers here. Here's issue number 20. Yeah, it's like very much a realistic. It's almost like pulling an image from one of the movies or video games, but it's a really good image. Yep. But the book itself is good, and I'm looking forward to talking about the next book, which is Tatooine. Now, the thing with this book is it's pretty much collecting issues that were pretty much in the original books from volumes 4 through 7. Yep, that's what this volume 2 is. It's basically those 4 trades combined into one. That's basically the gist of it. Yep, but not much to say about these 2 trades. They're both really good. Carnage 9.5, Legacy 9.5. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. Next view, more Legacy. Okay, see you next video. Bye.